All right, humanoids, here's another episode of CWF TV right here live coming into your wedding ring, out of your bedroom. I don't know what it is, but we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. Last week, what can we say about last week? My goodness, there was a title on the line, although it wasn't the title that Johnny Lawless thought it was going to be. But there's all kinds of things going on. I know we have tag team titles in there tonight, and we're going to find out because there was a lot of discrepancy between those two. We'll find something out. Josh, how many times have I told you less is more? You talk way too much. You got anything you want to add to this?
No, but I'm excited. I've been talking to Phil, the Real Deal Bishop, and he says that Jesus freaking him are going to get those gold titles in their golden years. So we'll see what happens tonight.
Just remember he said that, y'all, because when you're aiming at the table, it's his side. But right now, put it all together. I want to hear a little noise and over to our announcer.
Just to elaborate a little bit more about what I said about the Jesus Freak and Phil getting the gold in their golden years, you see this last Monday night on Monday Night Live, Phil said he ran into someone in the airport and asked him if him and Rob would be getting some gold in their golden years. So that's where it came from, and it really fired Phil, the Real Deal Bishop, up when that person came to him in the airport and asked him that question.
Well, you can try to fluff that up however you want, but it's all on you. You said it, you own it.
Hey, I own it.
They are the CWF Tag Team Champions, weighing in at a combined weight of 375 pounds, just Saiyan, Thunder, and Sebastian Envy.
Oh, it starts already between these two. There has been a lot of dissension, and it doesn't look like it's gotten any better. And that may work with some of the younger guys, but against these two salted veterans, Bishop and Jesus Freak Vaughn, they're going to take advantage of you fighting instead of fighting.
Yeah, you're right. You know, I interviewed Thunder this past Monday night on Monday Night Live, and I asked him about the dissension between him and his partner. And he told me that his partner just needed to get his head right.
Well, they both said the same thing. We interviewed him last month.
And every single time,
you know, they both said, well, he's got to think like I do. He's got to think like I do.
Walk out the door with that championship gold. Well, tonight is a different night. Tonight, this match is going to be no disqualification. And yes, Carl Knight, I have gone to the executive board of CWF. You are not repping this match. We have a rep that's going to call it right down the middle.
What do you know about that? Captain Phil, the Real Deal Bishop, has been frustrated for several weeks now. And looks like the CWF officials have spoke. And Carl Knight, being what we seem to think as of late in the back pocket of Sebastian Envy, is being kicked out and replaced by Aaron Scott.
Absolutely. And Carl Knight, he doesn't have a choice. He's got to follow orders to vacate the premises, but he's not vacating the CWF. So he'll take that out on somebody next time he gets in there to ref a match.
I'm sure you're right about that. And look, here he's not left yet. Here he comes back.
All right, well, Aaron Scott better get a hold of this match really quick and not let Carl Knight interfere and or otherwise have opinions.
And here we go. No DQ, and they are going at it, Thunder and the Freak. And look at Sebastian taking it to the Bishop right now.
We still haven't determined exactly who the legal person in the ring is.
Well, I don't know that it matters because it's no disqualification, Captain.
Well, it does when you're going to pin. So we'll find out.
That's true. Look at the Bishop and Sebastian going at it on the outside, so it looks like we've got the decision. It's going to be Thunder and the Freak live.
Well, referee Aaron Scott didn't know. And the Freak bringing one of those patented chops right to the chest of Thunder.
And there you have Phil, the Real Deal Bishop, thrown right into that corner post. Big clothesline by Jesus Freak to Thunder. I'm telling you what, I'm seeing a little bit of a new intensity and energy from the Jesus Freak and Phil, the Real Deal Bishop tonight,
Captain.
Captain.
They want that chance to have that gold around their waist one more time. And this seems like the best opportunity. So right now, Freak working on Thunder and the Bishop going to work against Sebastian Envy.
Yeah, and it looks like the Bishop is favoring that left shoulder there, Captain, when he went into that corner post.
Well, we have
look at that. Sebastian Envy with a pan from under the ring, right into the back of Phil, the Real Deal Bishop, on the outside, Captain.
And doing a little bit of those shenanigans, but we're joined at the table right now with Carl Knight, Carl, I noticed that you were slated to referee this match, and somebody made a decision to kick you out.
You know, Captain, it's ridiculous that I'm not in this match. I have reffed every single title match in CWF for the last year, everything with the tag teams. I don't know what's going on, why they kicked me out, but to say that Aaron Scott would call it more fair down the middle than me is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
So am I hearing that there's going to be some meetings with the CWF brass?
Oh, definitely. I've got pull around here too, you know.
I've not seen anything myself that's of questionable nature, but obviously the powers that be sided with, well, you know, it is Jesus Freak and the Bishop, so.
Well, I mean, you crossed the boss.
Yeah, well, we understand that. Well, you're welcome to sit at the table anytime with us. I know it's not as much fun as calling a match, but right now we've got Bishop and we've got Sebastian Envy going to work, being a no DQ match. They can use anything they need to help perpetuate a win.
Well, I can tell you they didn't need me.
I'll tell you, while you two guys were talking, you missed the Jesus Freak giving Thunder a noogie in the middle of the ring there. But to top that off, Sebastian has been going to work on the Bishop with that metal pan and that quarter buckle. He is just punishing the Bishop right now.
Absolutely, and I didn't miss Jesus Freak doing the noogie. I have a strict no noogie rules when it comes to wrestling. This is a professional sport, so there are no noogies.
I agree with you. It shouldn't be brought into the middle of the squared circle. But now you got a flip flop here. Now Jesus Freak going to work on Thunder outside the ring, and Sebastian having his way with Bishop right now.
What do you think the prospects are of Thunder and Envy maintaining their title?
If Thunder can actually keep his head in the game and listen to what Sebastian is saying, like we've been telling him for the last year, we have no problem with this. I mean, excuse me, they have no problem with this.
I was going to say, I was going to help correct you on that one right there. Might they call that a bit of a Freudian slip? But that's okay, because Just Saying seems to be doing fine. And Jesus Freak turning to the metal pan.
Yeah, took it right across the lower back there and the shoulder blades of Thunder and just gave him a closed fist punch right to the face there on Thunder. And now it looks like the Bishop's trying to mount a little bit of a comeback against Sebastian in the ring.
Using some of that good leverage to gain some of that strength. And it's amazing. You had to take those shackles off. You can get a little bit of your heel on pretty quick.
Now Thunder's taking control on the outside of the ring while Bishop's still going to work on Sebastian.
Come on, Thunder.
Looks like maybe Thunder might be getting a little of that Sebastian attitude there. Oh my God, and look at that move by Sebastian in the ring.
That's very nice.
That's it. Come on, Aaron.
And you know what, I'm going to have to say, that may have been a little bit of a slow count there, Captain, by referee Aaron Scott.
Well,
Thunder takes that metal pan again.
If Aaron Scott can do a slow count, Carl Knight can do a slow count.
That was a little egregious.
The Jesus Freak is calling for the ref. He goes right down, asking for a pin. 1, 2, and it's only a 2
Captain,
count.
they're making up the rules as they go along.
I don't remember them saying it was a pins count anywhere, but hey.
They didn't, but you know what? Jesus Freak is the founder and CEO of the CWF. I think he can write the rules as he goes.
I can't watch this anymore, Captain.
Well, thanks for meeting us at the table, Carl. We appreciate it. Carl Knight, third generation referee extraordinaire.
And he is not happy with the way that the refereeing is going on in the ring, but maybe that's because, as everybody has thought, he's not in the back pocket of Sebastian tonight, and they're going to have to win it on their own, Captain.
Well, I have no idea what you're talking about, but that poor pan, I look like, that poor pan, I could have seen some cookies in the future of that.
Not one pan, it's 2 different pans, Captain.
Oh, there's a second one, okay.
Oh, and right to the hip there of Jesus Freak in the lower back. Woo!
You failed anatomy, didn't you? That's not a hip. But that's all right, because now Thunder meets the turnbuckle.
And you know that turnbuckle isn't soft. It's a metal pole or a metal rod underneath that pad. Now a chair coming into play on the outside.
Now we've moved up to the chairs. Bishop goes across the ring. Swings and misses. Double axe handle to the back of the Bishop.
Now
Boy.
Envy taking the chair in the ring now, Captain.
Well, that's what no DQ means.
You're right. This has been a very exciting match. Titles on the line. I wouldn't expect anything different from these 4 in the ring. Oh my goodness, Captain, did you see that?
Was that on purpose?
You know what? After everything that's been going on, I'm going to think that may have been on purpose.
I'm not going to, I cannot look at Thunder and Bishop and go, boy, they look just alike, and make that mistake. So Thunder sabotaged his own tag team title.
Over a year of holding the titles, and now the Jesus Freak and Phil the Real Deal Bishop are your new CWF Tag Champions.
Wow. That was, I expected them to have a split. I didn't expect them to have a split very close to the title.
That's true. I think you are right. I think the writing was on the wall with Sebastian and Thunder. But man, it's like Sebastian was just over it all, done, and wanted to just be done with it, and hit his own partner there right in the back with the chair.
Wow. You never know, folks. You just never know what's going to happen on CWF TV. And it's an exciting night. The new CWF Tag Team Champions, Total Armor.
Looks like the Freak calling for the mic.
I don't want to hear any more golden girl, golden boy jokes. Going for the gold in your golden years. I'm here to kick some butt and win some championships. How about you? And I tell you what, I'm sick and tired of people saying you look like Johnny from Cobra Kai. Me too. You don't look anything like Johnny from Cobra Kai. But the bottom line is, we didn't finish second place tonight. We finished first place. And we're going to take these tag titles all over. It doesn't matter if you're Pin Storm and Apocalypse. Yeah, I called you out. It doesn't matter if you're a tag team in another federation. You get down here to the CWF, we'll put these belts up against anybody.
Strong words from the Bishop.
Wow, he's excited. He is pumped that once again, that gold is strapped around the waist of the Bishop and Jesus Freak.
In my opinion, and it's an opinion, and that's all it really is.
We have a mustache match.
I would come watch that. I would come watch that competition.
All right, there's the Guardian.
And it doesn't sound like the CWF crowd likes Hart's Legacy. Ryan Hart doing his
I don't
normal.
think Ryan Hart and Hart's Legacy really gives to you-know-what whether they like him or not.
I was just about to say Ryan Hart on the outside doing what Ryan Hart does best,
Cheat.
and that's giving the crowd a lot of heck.
I was going to say cheat.
Well, they do that, and you see what he's got on his shoulder.
Lucille.
That Louisville Slugger Lucille that has come into play more than once.
Coming to us from across the pond, he is Brixton. Being accompanied to the ring by the boys.
I'll tell you what, Tommy Prince and Gabe Wilder have become two of my favorite young upcoming stars in the CWF, and I'm sorry to say, but if I have to pick one faction to like, I'm a fan of the boys.
I'm trying to think of a proper comment. But, you know, I had a little throw up in the back of my mouth there. I had to clear it first. But okay, you have your choice. Going into a fight, I don't think I'd have the boys at my back. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it right there.
Well, I think I can read between the lines. I think you would go with Hart's Legacy.
I would. What's wrong with them?
Well, hey, bad guys.
They're big. They're strong. Well, you know,
you guys go well together.
Yes. Well, they follow orders. That's why I'm the captain.
I'm not going to argue that. I'm not going to argue that at all. That's why they're your opinion, my opinion. Opinions don't matter. We can do what we want.
I don't like your opinion either.
Oh, I don't like it.
I prefer American made.
I do like American made as well.
You said you like your opinion.
Well, here we go. Big match. Big shoulder tackle by Brixton Shaw. Traded off by the Guardian.
And now going head to head, literally.
Trading slaps, forearms. My goodness, this is going to be a slobber knocker, Captain.
And there they are, a little game of slap box. Which you may be a little too young to remember that game. It's not politically correct.
Yeah, no, I don't know that I know that one, but it looks like Brixton's taking charge here with a big super kick right to the gut of the Guardian, and the Guardian is rocked, but he tells Ryan Hart on the outside, I'm okay.
Well, I've noticed one thing on the Guardian. He brings the heat
He
does not go down very easily.
Not only does he bring the heat, Captain, but he brings the power. Look at that power and that body slam by the Guardian. But there you have it. You know that's not going to get the job done against a former CWF champ like Brixton Shaw.
No, you've got to be a little smarter than that. Not time for preening and showing off.
My, what a slap there. Trading chest chops there. And a big one by Brixton Shaw.
One of those landed well. He took the time to grab his chest. And that knee right to the side of the face of the Guardian. He is rocked.
He is, but he's still on his feet. Like he said, it takes a lot to get the Guardian down. Oh, my. The power of the Guardian, Captain.
I like that move. That was good power showing. Guardian's just hitting his stride right now.
But he needs to work a little bit quicker and stay on top of Brixton Shaw.
I think someone told him at the end of this match there's a cheeseburger with his name on it. So he's trying to get this done quick.
Well, I don't know. That cheeseburger's going to have to come bunless there, Captain, because I've heard that the Guardian's trying to tone up a little bit and eat a little bit better.
What's wrong with a bun?
Carbs, Captain, the carbs.
Yeah, back in the day, you used carbs to beef up.
That's true. There you have referee Carl Knight telling Gabe Wilder to keep his nose out of it. And here you now have the Guardian in control of this match now after he choked Brixton Shaw on that lower rope.
But see, Josh, there's exactly what I'm talking about. Referee said to keep his nose out of it, and dutifully, he did.
Yep.
I don't like that. Get yourself some help in there with your guys.
One thing I'll also say, Captain, is those kicks that the Guardian are taking, in my eyes, are some of the most powerful kicks in the CWF that Brixton Shaw gives, and they still don't hit the guard. What a shoulder tackle there, Captain.
Absolutely.
Boom, look at that power slam.
And the little guys there they call the boys, missed opportunity as far as I'm concerned with the Guardian with his back in that corner. Just a missed opportunity to give a little assistance to Brixton Shaw, and now the Guardian's getting his second win.
He sure is, but you know what? The boys are out there trying to get the crowd into it, and it looks like the Guardian may be going for that patented power bomb here, Captain. Whoa. Looks like Brixton blocks it there. He goes down to the lower back with a forearm. He's going to try to pick him up again.
And no, he can't get the angle on that. Brixton Shaw's a cagey one. He's not going to allow him to get him in that position.
That's right.
So post up, and now Brixton Shaw in control.
What a move by Brixton Shaw, Captain. Maybe that's just what Brixton Shaw needs to get back in this match.
And the Guardian is now rocked on the ground where you don't see him very often.
That's true.
Can he get up in time? Brixton Shaw.
Brixton better be careful. Ryan Hart and Jamie Holly are on that side, but he's going up top for the high-risk move. Frog splash, Captain.
Now there's something you don't see every day, is the Guardian taking a loss.
You're right, but you also saw that. Brixton knew that he needed to get out in a hurry because the Guardians boys were coming in. Ryan Hart and Jamie Holly. But there you have it. My favorite group, the boys, Brixton Shaw. They don't get enough respect in my opinion, and they are victorious tonight.
It does happen from time to time. But under that tutelage of Ryan Hart, there's wins in the future.
Yeah. Ryan Hart has given referee Carl Knight an earful. He is not happy.
And I think, I don't know, Jamie Holly was a complete non-factor in that match.
I agree.
So I know that Ryan Hart is not going to be happy with that afterwards.
Ryan Hart is very upset as he is walking to the back. He leaves his two goons out here by themselves. And the Guardian, I have never seen the Guardian walking this slow and being this much in pain, Captain. He actually got it taken to him there, which we don't see often.
All right, humanoid, it's that time again. It's time for the message. Hope you enjoyed the show, but we've got some important things to talk about. Mainly, where are you in your life? Sounds like it's a really deep, pondering question. No, it's very simple, actually, when you think about it. But remember,
You're never too late to be saved. Some people think, oh, I've done this or I've done that, and the Lord's never going to accept me. The past is the past. That's an important thing to remember. If life has beaten you down, bruised, it's broken you, then just surrender to the Lord. He can fix whatever ails you. He can repair anything. He's like that antique finder that goes out and finds that diamond in the rough at an antique show or a yard sale, and he can work on it, he can restore it, and he can restore it to its original luster. And the Lord can do that for you too. I'm talking to the people right now that are kind of on the fence. They're in the middle of the road. They don't know if they believe. They're not sure what's going to happen to them after they die. I'm telling you, if you're standing in the middle of the road, eventually you're going to get hit. So you need to choose a side. And I choose Jesus Christ. It's a simple thing. You can restore your original luster beyond all of its wildest capacities because you bring that petition to the Lord and you let Him serve you by taking away things that are ailing you, but you have to let them go. New beginnings. Jesus Christ means new beginnings for each and every person that accepts the blood of Christ as their salvation. James 5:19-20 says, "My brothers, if anyone among you wanders from the truth and someone brings him back, let him know that whoever brings back a sinner from his wandering will save his soul from death and will cover a multitude of sins." Let's face it, everyone struggles. You're not alone in that regard. The circumstances of life cause everyone to stumble and fall from time to time. It's just a matter of how far are you going to stumble and fall. If Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior and you bring those petitions to Jesus Christ and ask for forgiveness and strength and a hedge of protection around you, if you fall, you're not going to fall that far. If someone tries to make you feel less than who you are because your walk is not their walk and you've struggled and you've stumbled and fallen, that's a person you need to keep your eye on because they're sitting in judgment of you. And scriptures say there's only one that will sit in judgment of you. So keep that in mind as you go on. There's only one person you need to keep an eye on, and that is you and how you're going to keep your eye on the prize, which is Jesus Christ and getting into the throne room of heaven. There's only one unforgivable sin that I can think of, and that's renouncing God. Not denouncing God, renouncing Him. You've already accepted Him, and then something doesn't go your way, and you stomp your feet, and I renounce you. Well, it's kind of hard to come back from that. He doesn't make it so easy the second time around. So keep that in mind. If you count everything with joy, the good times, the bad times, the times, all of those, if you keep that in mind by keeping joy in your heart and understanding that God has a plan for each and every one of us, if we just give it over to God, we surrender, we let God be the architect of our future. So keep that in mind. Psalm 51 is a good Bible verse to study. It's way too long to talk about right here, but I'm giving you a homework assignment. Oh, Captain, not another homework assignment. Yep, it's a homework assignment. I want you to read Psalm 51 because in Psalm 51, it shows, and it likes the keys show who qualifies for a second chance, or maybe even a third chance. And that would be David. All right, David, the greatest of all of God's prophets back in the old days. Okay, well, David, he kind of had a lot of faults, but God forgave him and said that this is a man after my own heart. So if that can happen for David, think of what he can do for you with the little sins that you commit. So put it in God's corner. I tell you what, I want to give you an opportunity right now to change your life, to get off the path that you're on. I want you to bow your heads with me right now, and we're going to say a sinner's prayer. It says, "Dear Lord Jesus, I know that I'm a sinner, and I ask for your forgiveness. I believe you died for my sins and rose from the dead. I turn from my sins and invite you to come into my heart and life. I want to trust and follow you as my Lord and Savior in your name. Amen." If you've said that prayer for the first time or the 100th time or the 1000th time, we want to know about it. There's a number across the bottom of your screen right now. Give us a call. Let us know. But you know, when you give your life over to Christ, that's not the end. It's just the beginning. That's the first step. So get yourself plugged into a church. Tell friends. Gather around other like-minded believers and celebrate the glory of God. All right, always remember, I'm the captain. You're not. Captain out.